And time for a vlog. I think it's been a little while, and I only have 1 bar on the battery, so I may end up having to pause and then plug this in and start over. I don't know. So anyway, I figured I'd get on here and show you some stuff and my projects and maybe have a cup of tea. Got my tea here. What I'm having right now is from Stash, and it's called Spice Dragon Red Chai. If you like chai, you would like this. It's a pretty spicy chai, but I like it a lot. So let's see. I think I'm gonna start off with, I just got a package in the mail, and all I did was cut the end open because I wanted to get it out of the envelope because I didn't want to accidentally share the address, but it comes all the way from Australia. Tamara, who is Tam's Crafty Knits, she had a contest, like a drawing for people that joined her Ravelry group, and I won. So there's my prize. So I figured I'd show you what's in here. And this yarn is even more beautiful to me than what she showed on her vlog. It's absolutely beautiful. And she said this is like a discontinued colorway. I love it. It's so pretty. And it's by Colorscape, Rowan Colorscape Chunky. It's 100 grams. Just trying to see. It probably says the color somewhere, or maybe it's just SH432. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's 100% lamb's wool, so it's like a fancy smancy. And then she also sent this crochet hook, and I've never tried these before. This is a clover, the kind with the holder or the handle like that. I've never tried before. And it's a J hook, which is a really good size. And then a project bag, which is really cute. Has little owls and foxes, and that is really cute. She really likes this lady. I don't remember the name of the place, but if you look at Tamara's vlog, she's Tam's Crafty Knits, she's got it on there. She really likes and it's somewhere from Australia, so you know she doesn't have to do, and since Tamara's from Australia, she doesn't have to do international shipping. And then, oh, Knit and Stitch Bits. She sent a little note. It's a really sweet note. Oh my goodness. And she did a little special treat for me. She ordered some charms from Shop Miss A, and she saw one that reminded her of me because it's like a little Converse shoe. I'm gonna take it out and see if you can see it better. So yeah, I got a really nice surprise when I got home. That's so cute. She uses these as stitch markers. You can see it. That's really adorable. Thank you, Tamara. So that was exciting, because it was not the best day today, so to come home to something like this is really, really great. I think before I show you some other stuff, I just want to share, I don't know, it's not my year for health, I guess, because I have another health issue. You know, I had my lovely heart attack in January. Well, I've been struggling a lot with my time of the month. You know, just, I won't go into details, but I went to the doctor last week and I had a whole bunch of tests done, some sonograms and, you know, all that, all kinds of stuff, and found out that I've been diagnosed with fibroids, like tumors in my uterus. So that's the reason I'm having the issues I'm having. I have a lot of pain and I just have a lot of issues every month. So this Friday I go to another doctor to figure out what my options are. And so, you know, I'm trying not to worry, but, you know, I don't know. I I know like back in the day, or if people have really bad issues with fibroids, the answer used to be a hysterectomy. And I want to avoid that if I can, so I don't know what my options are going to be. No matter what they do, maybe I'll be lucky and I'll end up not having periods anymore. That would be awesome. And just so you know, if you watch my Bonjour Jolie unboxings, which is a period subscription box, even if whatever thing I go with ends up resulting in no periods, I'm still going to subscribe to that box because they have an option where you can get just the goodies, you know, without the tampons and pads or whatever you get. So that's awesome. So there's that. Man, that tastes good. And so I'm kind of nervous about that. I don't know how quick. I know it's going to require surgery. I already know that. I don't know how quick that will be. Next week I'm on deck for jury duty, so you know, where you have to call every night and see if you go. So I don't know. So there's the stupid health thing, but let's get to other fun stuff. Let's see, what do I want to show you? How about, I'll kind of break it up. I'll show you works in progress, then I'll show you some stuff I got, and then I'll show you completed projects. How's that? And I'll tell you ahead of time, I don't have a snake scarf this time. I have the body of one done, but I haven't put eyes or a tongue on it yet. And I was kind of putting pressure on myself to have at least one done every vlog, and then it's like, why? You know? So let me show you what I've got in process. One of my lovely bags from Kathy. I've got this on the loom, which is just, it's the color cinnamon, and it is that Bernat Softy Chunky yarn. So got that, just a solid color. I'm just gonna keep it all solid, no variegated or anything. The other thing is from Southpaw Creations, Erin, and this is barely going. I love this color, so I wanted to get going with this color. I was getting tired of the cinnamon, and so I wanted a different color. This one is same kind of yarn, the Bernat Softy Chunky, in the color Wine. So you can see it's barely starting, and I almost dipped the yarn in my tea. That would not have been good. So that's what I've got in process. I've got my work project, and this I keep, my work project I just kind of carry back and forth. It's like a bag I got from Joann's. I just finished this today, and it again is that Bernat Softy Chunky, and I believe the color on that is lavender. Yep, lavender. So this was my project that I was working on at work. I do this when I have like conference calls and stuff. And so since I'm done with it, I'm gonna stick some more yarn in here, and I'm gonna use this emerald color, which I love. More Bernat Softy Chunky. I don't know if you remember, but I ordered a bunch of that, so I'm using it up. So that's my next work project. So I just showed you a completed project. I said I was going to wait on that. Okay, let's see. Up next, and I keep feeling like I have to watch this battery. It's not blinking at me yet, but the line is gone. So, okay, let me show you some stuff I got. First thing I got from Kathy, which is Yarny Bag Lady, is this large project bag. You know me and my skulls. This is so cool, and she has the best zipper pulls. Just the best taste. Look at that. Isn't that great? It matches perfect. So that is so cool. And I really, really like these big ones because they hold all of the yarn that you have for a big project. And then also, she does really good jewelry too that she's got on her site. And I got this, which is a little bracelet with skulls. It's like a stretch bracelet with the skulls in all the different colors. I really, really like that pink one. And then the little bag it came in. Then I wanted to show you, Kohl's had a really good sale going. And so I got these earrings. They're normally like 20 bucks. You know, they're not like real gold or anything. And they were on sale for like 6 bucks. But they're little owls. They're like little posts. There's owls and then the matching little studs. I thought those were so cute. And then what I also got, this was like a surprise. I wasn't expecting to find anything this cool. And you guys will know I love bats. And so I got this for Halloween. I'm not gonna carry this just day to day. But this is a clutch. It's like a little purse. Isn't that so cute? But I figured I would take it with me when I go to Worlds of Fun. And then, you know, it goes all the way down to the wings, so it'll hold, you know, the driver's license, credit card, stuff like that. So, but I thought that was so cute. It was like part of their Halloween stuff. They also had a coffin, but of course I had to go with the bat. I just thought that was so cute. It's really cute. So I'm gonna have fun carrying that. And I keep feeling like I have like a hair going across my face. And then, so the last thing I bought that's like not craft related is I did get another pair of Converse. And these ones aren't even laced up. I got them from Journeys and they were on clearance for $24 and they are cheetah. So that's what they look like. And they have black laces, but they're not laced up at all. Let me see if Converse actually calls these cheetah or if they call it some other. Black multi or leopard. So the store wrote like leopard, but so there's a pair of Converse. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause you and plug this thing in because I'm afraid the battery's going to die on me. So give me one moment. For you, it'll be a second. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Got myself off track. So now some crafty stuff. I ordered, I'm going to show you some fabric, or I always call it material. I guess it's the fancy way to call it fabric nowadays, but I'm going to attempt to make, I bought some pillow forms. You know how you just can buy the plain pillow forms? Joann's had these on sale for like $3.99. But I want to make some Halloween pillows. So I bought some fabric, and I want to show you the fabric. And I do not, well, I own a sewing machine, but it has never worked. My husband bought it for me a long time ago, and I should have took it back when he first got it for me. It's actually in my attic right now. I could never get the tension right. My mom, who is like a whiz at sewing, she knows how to sew. You know, she used to make a lot of our clothes when I was a kid. And even she couldn't figure out how to do the tension. So I think it's broke. I don't think it works right. But, so anyway, I feel like I'm lying if I say I don't have a sewing machine because technically I've got one. It just doesn't work. So I'm going to have to hand sew. But I'm okay with that. You know, pillows aren't, they're just a square. So I got 2 fabrics for make Halloween pillows. This is the first one. And see how the owls on their wings have kind of like that pattern? I got this one I'm going to make 2 out of, and I hope I have enough. I think I have enough. I've got a full yard of each of these. That should be enough. People that sew, that's enough to do 2 pillows, right? A whole yard. And then the other fabric is this with the bats. And then if you notice on their ears, they have that same kind of pattern that the owls have. So these two together on my sofa and my love seat. So I'm gonna make those. And hopefully I'll have them done by the end of September so I can display them for Halloween. But I got this fabric from Joann's. You might be able to find it at the Joann's by your house. Mine, there was nowhere in the area that had it, so I had to order it online. But I really, really like it, so I'm excited to do that. Okay. Before I move to finished projects, I wanted to share a book. I don't know if you guys, when you were younger, trying to see, hold on a second, let me see when the copyright, 1981. There is a book, so in 1981 I was 11, and you know how I like scary things. I always have liked to read scary books, I like scary movies, that whole thing. Well, there was a book called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark that came out when I was young, and I used to check it out from the library. And then eventually, I think my mom let me order it. You know, they do the book orders in school, and I can't think, Scholastic, how they did the books and stuff, and I got the book. Well, you know, over the years, I lost the book, or maybe handed it down to brothers and sisters or whatever, I don't know. So, but I always really enjoyed that book. To me as a kid it was scary. As an adult it's, you know, it's not really scary. But so I have this idea. I don't know for sure if I'm going to do it yet, but I don't know. My niece Haley, like last year for Halloween, I shared some ghost stories, some true ones, some things that had happened to me. But that's all that's ever happened, so it's not like I could share like my new ghost story. So I thought, you know, I loved that book when I was a kid. Maybe I can find it and then maybe do a video or two and tell Haley a couple of these stories from the book. And so I got online to find the book, and I kept finding it, but it was a different illustrator. And that's the thing, Stephen Gammell is the original illustrator. He did some really scary pictures. That's part of what made the books so good, so scary. But I was noticing that it was a different illustrator. They're written by Alvin Schwartz, and most of the stories are like, they're legends. From urban legends to Native American legends to some stories that I think he made up, you know, just things like that. And they're real short. So I went on this quest to I wanted to find the original with the original illustrations, and so I got onto Amazon and noticed that there was a whole bunch of complaints from people about the new illustrator. Not that he was a bad illustrator, he's a really good illustrator, the new one, but what they did was, I don't know, it's like, I guess they think kids can't handle scary pictures, which I think is ridiculous. People need to give kids more credit, you know? And so they took the illustrations and they made them more childish, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to show you some of the pictures in here. But so I couldn't find just the book without spending a ton of money, you know, like on used ones that had the original author and illustrator. But I was able to find the whole treasury because he wrote not just the first one, he wrote 3 books. So I got all 3 together in one book. And it's the original author and the original illustrator. So it's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, more Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and Scary Stories 3, more Tales to Chill Your Bones. So, you know, so like there's one of the scary pictures. But you know, that's part of what was so good about this book. You know, it even has like the lyrics to, you know, the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, you know, that song and stuff. But, you know, some of these things, the pictures aren't even scary, so I don't know why they felt like they needed to redo them. I was trying to find another, you know, like the story about the hook, you know, or the girl that had like the blemish on her face and it was spiders. You know, it's stuff like that. There's just a whole bunch of different. There was one with like this, I think it was a scarecrow or something that when I was a kid really scared me. But I, you know, read through it as an adult, and I don't know if I'm just desensitized or it's just because I'm older, you know, it's not as scary and stuff. But luckily I was able to find this, so I think I might do that for Haley, do a little video with, and tell some scary stories. But you know, like the Wendigo, that's in here. The Dead Man's Hand, I don't remember that one. Cemetery Soup. But anyway, I was excited to find this book. I didn't realize that they had done that where they re-illustrated. So like if you try to buy it, even though this is new, but like if you try to buy it like today, like brand new, just printed, it's not going to have the good pictures. Which, looking through, I guess this guy, he was a little bit scary. But I don't know what they think, why they think kids can't look at scary pictures, because they're not even, I think that was like the scarecrow that when I was younger scared me a little bit, but they're not, it's not like they're in full color gore or something. I don't know. I don't get it. But I was happy to find this. That's all 3 books together. I'd actually never read the 3rd one because it must have come out when I was older and was reading, you know, a lot scarier. And he's even got in the notes throughout here where he got the folklore from and stuff. And so it's really interesting. So anyway, I was excited about that. I'm just looking around to see. I was going to show you finished projects. Okay. I have another finished scarf. And can you guess what kind of yarn? Bernat Softy Chunky. This one is called Teal. And I showed you guys all these yarns when they were still in the skeins. That's this one. And then I showed you this hat already, but I finished the scarf for it. This was the James Brett Marble Chunky in the color MC7. That's the hat. I think this looks really fall. I love the colors. And then here's the finished scarf that matches it. So that's that. And then I finished this scarf. And the label's in the hat. I did a hat of this too, but the hat was, I did a tutorial on how to make the hat, and that's where the yarn label is. So, but I finished this one. I really like the colors on this. This was some yarn that was on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and I don't remember what kind it was, but it came in a ton of colors, and I wish I would have had more money that day because I would have bought a bunch of the rest of it because I really like how it worked up. And then last, I've got, well, my last scarves. Now Pam, Yarny Nana, she has a Ravelry group, and she did like a winter along where you could pick just whatever you wanted to make, you know, something for winter. It could be mittens, hat, scarf, blanket, anything you wanted. It's totally stress-free, you know, and it was for August and September. And so I thought it would be fun to use my Pam yarn, my yarn that I have bought from Pam's shop, her Yarny Nana shop, where she hand paints yarn. And so I thought, oh, I'll do that in August and September. Well, I ended up using all 3 skeins that I had. because I love that yarn and I really love working with it. And she was making chunky yarn, which I really like to work with. And so I'm gonna save this one till last because it's my favorite. So I thought I'd show you. So I'm already done, Pam, I made 3 things for the along. The first one is, believe it or not, Bernat Softy Chunky. The color is glowing gold. And then here's Yarny Nana, her Etsy shop. And this is the color Hayfield that I paired it with. And it looks like this. The variegated yarn is what I got from Pam. And I affectionately call it my Pam yarn. And do you hear that truck? I swear, our neighbor, I want to punch their kid. Okay, so there's the color. It's like he intentionally revs that truck. And it doesn't bother me so much in the day, but sometimes he comes home pretty late at night and it wakes me up. And that makes me grumpy. I think it's paying my husband back from when he was a teenager and he had a 1972 Chevelle that he had all souped up and everything and used to rev it, and the neighbors would complain, and you know, he was a teenager and thought whatever. Yeah, it's paying him back. So there's one. This is a tie between these 2 scarves. I love both of these scarves so much. I don't know which I probably would pick the last one to show you as my favorite, because the Bernat Softy Chunky that I used for this isn't as soft as every other Bernat Softy Chunky I've ever used. It's not hard, but it's not soft either. It's like weird. It's different. But it's in the color Pumpkin. And then the color of the yarn, my Pam yarn, is called Bonfire. But she's gonna make more of it eventually, but it's gonna be called Indian Corn, because it looks like Indian corn too. I think it looks like both. I can see both. When I first saw it online and I ordered it and it was called Bonfire, I could picture a bonfire and all the colors that come up out of the flames and everything. But when I look at it, I can totally picture Indian corn too. So this is this one. It's the pumpkin colored Softy Chunky, and then there's my Pam yarn. And then let's see, can I fold it in half and show you it? That's what it looks like. I'm going to show you that other one again with the Hayfield, because I didn't do that. Where I really showed you how you could really see Pam's lovely hand-dyed yarn up against the... Oh, I like how that one... See? And what I did was I did 20 rows of each, and I just kept alternating. Hayfield also looks like Wheatfield, but don't go changing the name. You know, I live really close to Kansas, and like if you go, there's a lot of wheat, and you could see it, and it looks like wheat too. But you know, hay, wheat, looks the same to me. And I'm keeping those for me. My Pam yarn scarves are for me. The last one, I love, love, love. I used the Bernat Softy Chunky in the color Ultra Blue, and Pam, her yarn is called Sneakers. Because you know how sneakers come in all these different colors and everything. And so that's what this one looks like. This is my favorite. I love all the bright colors. If I can show you. And the same thing, I do 20 rows of each, and I just used all my Pam yarn up. I still do have, for each of these scarves, I have enough of the Bernat yarn that I think I can make a complementing hat that's just like solid to go with it. So I think I'm going to work on doing hats in each of the solid colors to go with my scarves. Because like I said, it's my Pam yarn, I'm saving it for me, it's special. And then the last thing that I made, like I said, I don't have a snake scarf this time that's done. I have a body, he just doesn't have eyes or a tongue yet. He's not sealed up. Several vlogs ago, I showed you this little kit that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. It's to make like just a little, it suggests you can put a cell phone in it, but it'd have to be a really small cell phone. Let me show it to you without the wrapper. But it came with everything you needed, even the thread and the needle. But all these pieces of felt, every single piece of felt was separate. So like when you'd go to make an eye, you'd have to sew the brown piece to the blue piece, or to make the flower you had to sew the yellow piece to the purple piece to the blue piece. You know, it was all individual. And I made it. The only thing I didn't do is, see on the picture how it's got the ribbon? I didn't use the ribbon. But that's what it looks like. This is the front, and that's the back. And right now what I'm using mine for is my needle threader and my little needle case. They fit in here perfect. So, and then I've got some other needles that I don't have in here, but I'm going to put in here. I'm going to use this for like that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's what he looked like. I was really happy with it. It only took a couple of hours to do, and it was kind of fun. I mean, I like how it looks like old-fashioned or something. I don't know how to explain it, but I liked it, and I was really proud of it, and I thought it turned out good. So if I would have realized it would have been as fun as it was, I probably would have bought a couple more, or a few more, you know, to maybe give to my nieces or something. Because it was only $2.51. I think it was definitely worth that, because like I said, it came with all the felt, all the Velcro for this thing, the thread, the needle. It came with everything. I didn't have to do anything. Even came with the ribbon. I just didn't feel like, you know, I just didn't want I didn't want to use that. So that's that. I don't know how long I've been talking. I'm always afraid if I talk too long, you're not going to want to watch my videos. Because, you know, sometimes you just kind of, you know, people get busy and stuff. And I want to say hi. And I noticed that some people are starting to use Periscope. And I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I want to join Periscope just so I can participate if somebody's live, you know, like if Pam's doing a video and I'm able to participate. I'd like to be able to participate. I've been watching them on YouTube after the fact, but I don't know. It's like I keep noticing all these people doing it. There's a few other like YouTubers, which I don't consider us YouTubers, because, you know, we're not doing this for money and stuff, but some of them are doing Periscope and stuff, so I was like, well, I'm not joining Periscope. You know, I'm not going to do that, because I'm perfectly happy with YouTube and Instagram. But then Pam got on there, and Kathy's on there, and I don't know. I want to participate. You know, it's really cool how you can talk to real people. I don't consider most of the YouTubers, you know who I'm talking about, you know, the people that actually make a living off this, that aren't personal. They're not people that you're friends with, and I feel like I'm friends, you know, with you guys. So if I do Periscope, I'm not going to say I'm never going to do a video on it, because who the hell knows, you know, maybe I will someday. Just right now, I don't know. I'm just enjoying other people. So if I join it, it's just going to be so I could actually talk to people when they're doing their videos. And for now, I'm sticking just to YouTube. Because I don't know why. Just because. And I'm just looking around me to make sure I got everything. And my most exciting thing is my Pam yarn. And Pam thinks that's funny that I call it my Pam yarn, but it's totally an affectionate. It's like I have my Pam bags, or not my Pam bags, my Kathy bags and my Erin bags. You know, they're just, that's my affectionate name for it. So, yeah, so that's it. I think that's everything. And if you have any advice on the pillows, like if you think a yard is enough, which it looks like it's going to be enough, I'm going to get on Craftsy and see if I can get some measurements for my pillows, you know, for how much to cut out, because I have measuring tapes and stuff, if it just tells me the measurements of where to cut, and I know how to sew. I know how to use a sewing machine. You know what? You know those little handheld sewing machines that are just small? I think I have one of those. I'm gonna look. I think I have one of those. That would be awesome if I don't have to do it by hand. I'm gonna look. I'm almost positive I have one of those. Because I bought it for like hems and stuff, since my stupid sewing machine won't work. I thought about donating that sewing machine somewhere that could maybe fix it. Something, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that whole discussion again because I don't want to bore you. And plus I see this thing shut itself off and back on again and I don't know where. So anyway, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.